Crazy hair, always in the mornings. It's June 23rd of 25, and somebody that I was around yesterday made a comment about, perhaps it was innocent, it doesn't matter their intention, made a comment about stalking, and look at my artwork. I didn't draw it, I just hewing, aka adult coloring. But they made a comment about stalking, and it obviously triggered something, because if you've seen any of my posts, I do speak about it, especially on my YouTube channel. Sorry, I know I'm moving a lot, but I'm rolling out my back right now. And, the situation, I think, has changed me in a lot of different ways. I mean, a lot for the better, because I've grown. Went through several spiritual awakenings while being stalked. So anyway, this person had mentioned something about stalking, and it shifts when stuff like that happens in your life. It shifts your perception of people, probably for forever. But I'm grateful that I have intuition, I have discernment, and my intuition is really wild. I'm divinely guided, divinely protected. I know this, and I know that everything that happens does happen for my highest and greatest good. Does not make it all right for behaviors that are done inappropriately in the 3D world. Justice and karma will be served, no doubt. Thank you, my spirit team. My spirit team is strong and amazing, and I am strong and amazing, and so are you. It's interesting how I respond with love. It's a natural thing. So there's a lot of different thoughts going on, but so this person triggered something in me yesterday, and I've been processing a lot of emotions these last few days. It's been really difficult to navigate the 3D world, to know of things intuitively and spiritually and earthly with trauma. And I mean, I've been through it. I feel like I've been searching for my place in the world for what feels like since I've been born. And, I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. I don't want to be dead on this 3D world. I don't want to die. I have no desire to harm myself or anybody else. Will I enjoy watching people's karma? Probably. But probably not. I am not that type of vindictive person. I have compassion. I have empathy. Two wrongs don't make a right, sort of a thing. But at the same time, you deserve what you have coming. And what is that? And who am I to judge? There's so many different thoughts escapading in my mind. So, there's been instances since, I don't know, we'll say fall of 24, with the whole stalking thing, that, I'm different in a lot of different ways. And some I can receive as positive, and some I can receive as negative. My brother always said I was too trusting, and he was probably right, as pine needles fall. An instance where, there was this guy on the beach when I lived in another state, and he wanted to take my picture, so he did, and I was like, fine, that's fine. And a week or so later, I saw him. He's like, oh, I have your picture. So I follow him up to the house. And my brother, like, I was in his house and he went to offer. This is some older guy, but still, it doesn't matter. This was like 15 or so years ago. My brother was like, Lisa, you don't go into people's homes like that. But, you know, that's just how I am. I mean, obviously, I'm more guarded now. I don't know. I'm like one of those kids, hey kid, I got candy. You don't want to see my van? Stranger danger. And then that brings me to, like, you know, some of the people that harm us the most are not strangers, by the way. So why are we not teaching our children, yeah, stranger danger, and yeah, kids can be abducted, but all the while, some of the most incredible perpetrators are the ones closest to us, the ones that infiltrate our emotional lives and do great damage in a lot of different ways. I think that would be more helpful if we talked about within our family systems inappropriateness and teach kids boundaries and self-respect and self-love. And herein lies my programming of interlinking, a program I created for a better way of teaching children in schools. Because if you want a construct that, you know, sends kids off for hours at a time, the school system, so many systems in this, I'll just keep it in the U.S. because I don't fucking know about the world. And I don't know much about the U.S. anyways. But I do know the constructs we hold are very old and outdated. And just because it's always been doesn't mean it always should be. We can do better, and we're not doing better. We're not doing better. And then, I don't know, there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and I just try to stay in my happy bubble and do what I can to raise my vibration, which in turn raises the world's vibration. So if you're going, I always say, if you're going through something, hang on. I'm telling you, it gets better. This has been a very long-winded post, but I guess it started out with, you know, being triggered and by somebody mentioning something, whether it was intended to be a certain way or not. Yeah, so if you're going through it, hang on, because things do shift and do get better. And, you know, I'm just like most of us, bumbling around in the world trying to figure out what is the role, what is the purpose, what is life? What is life? So what is life for you?